All right.
Well, bhai,
Hello,
now
everyone. I hope you guys are able to see me. Let's
camera is
start the
invisible.
poll. There we go. So we have Sherry, Kamaket, Jatin in the chat, 4 concurrent viewers. Hello, everyone. So we are waiting for the very first round to start. I'm not sure if they've already started, but I can't see the game yet. Tell Sherry. Oh, right. Just a second. I forgot here. So I'll just move into the caster den and deafen myself. That's okay with you guys. See you
यार
in a
एक
bit.
काम कर Discord पे stream कर दे bro.
Yes, I'll do that.
In I don't know, my YouTube is fucking.
I'll
कोई
deafen
और
myself
करेगा
now,
stream?
okay?
मतलब YouTube पे देखना.
I'm
Okay,
streaming it here. I'll deafen myself, okay?
okay.
हाँ भाई सब लोग ने स्ट्रीम खोल ली है. Okay. Okay. And I think the first match has already started, so we'll get right into it. There we go, everyone. There it is, the very first match, or the first round of match 3. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Pipe Runner, joining you today from the beautiful city of Oslo. And we have Sheikh spawning in on the southwest side of the map, playing as my favorite civ right now, the Byzantine, playing as my favorite color, the purple. The purple color. And we have fLabber playing as the English. Okay, this is going to be an interesting fight. fLabber spawning in on the east side of the map, rather bit northeast. Sheikh has, if I'm not mistaken, has been conquered twice or thrice in different seasons. And fLabber, I think, has hit upper diamond. I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up. In terms of scouting, fLabber almost running into the Byzantine base. I don't want to lose your scout early on. And Sheikh also going for the classic half map scouting maneuver, a very advanced technique that only the skillful can master. Now, I've been told that Sheikh hasn't practiced much lately, so there is a slight chance that Sheikh might lose the game. At least that's what people are speculating, but my bet is on Sheikh. I know he'll win. If he doesn't win, I think he'll be kicked out of a couple of servers. Yeah, you know, fLabber is the kind of guy who has a lot of enemies. Okay. I think both the scout. I don't know if Sheikh's scout managed to spot the English scout, but okay. Sheikh with just 3 sheep, fLabber with 2. What's up with the sheep spawn? Okay. Perhaps both of them need to go on the north side of the map. Maybe they'll have a better time getting some sheep. Sheikh aging up with the Grand Winery, while fLabber rushing the age up with the Abbey of the Kings. So I'm assuming the plan here is to go 2 TC with the king or going all in with the king. So, but the fact is, if he's aging up with 9 villages, which basically indicates that he wants to get the king out of the map ASAP and harass this berry at least. So with that, I don't know if Sheikh has spotted the age up. He hasn't. By the time he spots it, I think the king will already be out on the field. So the thing is, you need to be you need to be ready in terms of some kind of static defense or any kind of units that can defend against these early pushes. Something that you generally do against Night Sieves, but now I think Sheikh reaching the English base right on time. Still might not be able to spot the age up, but but he did manage to spot the stone, and he knows that no villagers are on stone right now, so that might indicate that this can be an all-in, a king all-in. And there it is, he spots the abbey. So Sheikh can rest easy. He knows that no longbow push is coming yet, so should be okay. So what's the plan here? And as suspected, Sheikh going up with the first production, the barracks. Generally, you don't see that happening with Byzantine. They generally open with the military, sorry, with the mercenary house. But then again, if you know that an enemy unit is coming right for your berries, you need something to defend. And that is what Sheikh will do. But there it is, the charge coming in from the king. The first villager might go. Oh no, it won't. A bit of poor micro here. The king getting stuck between the villagers he did not intend to kill. But I think Sheikh has already put down his barracks, so the first limit Nai is already here, and the king will have to run back with its tail between its legs. In terms of other productions, fLabber has none. But the villager distribution looks like this can be a fast castle. And the king goes down. A very expensive unit. 200 for a unit that spawns in the feudal age. So the next king will need 200 resources to be out on the field. And it doesn't look like fLabber has any intention of employing the services of the next king, so no crowning happening. Now I think Sheikh might... Okay, so he's going for a stable now. Maybe he's saving the olive oil for later, perhaps going in for the tier 2 contract. And the nice thing is, if you don't go mercenary house early on, or at least if you don't sign any kind of contract right away, you have the flexibility of choosing whichever contract you want later on based on what your enemy is making. So for example, if fLabber decides on going horsemen, then he can go for camels, which will be in the javelin. I believe it's the Silk Road contract or Silk Road route contract. I don't know, don't remember. No sign of the mercenary house yet. fLabber himself going for a tower here. And I think he might have spotted that fLabber does not really have any production. So he knows that the plan was to rush a castle age. And Sheikh might spot this white tower going up, and he himself switches to a fast castle macro. Which is the right thing to do, of course, if your opponent is going for castle age units. It's generally not a good idea to stick around in feudal because you don't have units to defend. Unless you're a knight, say that is. Sheikh also going back around the English base just to make sure that there is no sneaky second TC coming in. Of course, that would not be possible, but you know, can never be too careful. So Sheikh now knows there is no second TC, there is only a white tower, and there will be castle units spawning in right away. So whether we see a knight or a men-at-arm is the question. Perhaps knights, because by the time men-at-arms reach the enemy base, it will generally be too late. So the Byzantine player will already be ready with with units that can defend against Castle Age units, because, you know, Byzantine themselves will age up. Horsemen going out. Sheikh is trying his best to harass this gold, but it's going to be extremely difficult to do that with the white towers sitting right here. And there it is, the first knight comes out. Sheikh realizing this and might go for the Silk Road mercenary contract to deal with them, or... No, he goes for the Western mercenary contract, so we'll see longbows and Landsknecht. Sheikh spotting the knight. Question is, where is this knight going? Yep. Going for the gold? But, okay, maybe he knows there's a berry patch here, and fLabber knows that the berry in the base would have run out by now, so better go harass this. Because if you want to deal with Byzantines, you generally don't want them to have access to their mercenaries. And the easiest way of doing that is basically cutting them off from berries. Of course they can... oh, fLabber not spotting this at all. The cons of not having a scout with your knight. Sheikh spotting this, tries to move away his villages. The knight won't get a charge on the will. All wills will go home safe and sound and might return back to work. What further production do we see? We see a blacksmith, no more productions whatsoever. Two knights chilling in base, going in for the iron undermesh, +1 ranged armor, helping his knights stay under the enemy TC for longer. Perhaps some additional protection from crossbows. Alright, Lemitnai go veteran. And what else? What else do we see? It's crazy that even though fLabber had access to the map for quite a bit, as in like he had a lot of map control because of his knights, he did not choose to go out on the map, and I guess that's just unique to the English maybe, or at least civs that can stay in their base for longer. Now these limit knights will get their veterancy in a bit. Sheikh being extra cautious, very meticulous in his defense. Doesn't want to lose a single villager, of course. But then again, you have a better eco. If you're competing against the Byzantine eco on a 1 TC, like comparing 1 TC, I think Byzantines will be much better. Okay, missing this opportunity right there. That's why kids always remember to use a scout, alright? Sheikh going in for a bit of harassment. Of course, he's not looking forward to kill any wills here. He's just being annoying, buying himself a bit of time so that he can mass his own army. Of course, going for a wall on the northwest side of the map. Remember that the walling has been nerfed a bit. Walls take double the time to make, so sending 1 or 2 wills just to draw a really long wall is not the best idea now. So you really want to pull in a couple of villages to make sure that the wall gets completed on time. The cataphracts are on the field now. fLabber, realizing the fact that he is castle long before his enemy was, so now deciding to go out for the relics. Now Sheikh himself might want to do that, because if you get your relics in your Grand Winery, you get additional olive oil, and again, if you have olive oil, you have access to mercenaries, which can basically make quick work out of all these units, whatever English has to offer. But I suspect that this game might actually go into Imperial, because just because of the fact that it's pretty hard to push the English base because of the White Tower. And English themselves won't be able to kill Byzantines right away because Byzantines are really strong in Castle Age.
At me no word. Send. We shall lay it down.
What is going on? Okay. Okay. Alright. So we have the first fight coming in. Will we see any of the units going down in this fight? Oh, Cataphract charging in with their trample. Sending the English army back to their base and possibly back to the drawing board, because now fLabber realizes that Byzantine is already prepared. They already have a counter to whatever he made so far, so better go back home, prepare again. So live today to fight tomorrow. Sheikh realizing that this part of the map would be walled and preemptively places his horsemen to take out a few villagers, and I think we will have first blood. There it is, the first villager of the game goes down. fLabber's knights and longbows are grouped together, so the knights are taking their sweet time to arrive. And the main army is chilling here, while I think the Scatterfrag. Oh, insane! That's just insane timing. fLabber unaware of the fact that there is another push coming from the other side of the map, and this is just diversion. A couple of towers this side would have been helpful, but fLabber has already managed to get 2 relics, and I think he might be considering going for a second TC or now. Not sure what's the plan here, because if he's going for second TC, he might want to put more wills here. So maybe this is not for second TC, but for emplacements rather, because he realizes that the Byzantine army is looming somewhere on the map. You don't want to get caught off guard. In terms of military numbers, both of them are pretty equivalent, and in terms of villager numbers, they used to be equivalent, but I think Sheikh managed to take out 1 will, so he's ahead. But don't forget that the Byzantine has access to the cisterns, so your 1 TC cannot really be considered a 1 TC build, because for every cistern level you get additional gathering bonus. So at this point you have an 18% gathering bonus, which is quite significant if you think about it. And with the Golden Horn Tower, you keep getting new clutch of mercenaries that can change the tide of battle. So going for a second TC might be the way to go. The thing is, I think his Sheikh's scout and Cataphract might have spotted this mining camp, so he might anticipate this. And if your opponent is going for a second TC, and you know that already, and you already have an army, then you can expect your opponent to not have a massive army by the time you get there, perhaps. Now Sheikh's army got sandwiched here. He needs to micro his longbows properly to get the best out of this fight. The Cataphract's getting so much value out of this fight, but I think this will be a cleanup. Sheikh might have to fall back or raise another army. That's very unfortunate that he got surrounded here. You know, a nice thing that you can do with the Byzantines is go for the border settlement and place your houses all over the map so that you have insane vision and you're never caught off guard. So the entire game becomes just a matter of information warfare. In terms of relics, fLabber is doing fine. He has managed to snag 3. while Sheikh has only managed to pick up 2, and he only has 1, and he is picking up 1 somewhere. Is it? I don't see his monk. Thing is, Sheikh hasn't scouted this side of the map, so he doesn't know where the relic is. That's unfortunate. Sheikh is on system level 3, not planning on increasing the level yet. And as Byzantines, because of I don't know what that upgrade is called, or what that ability of the civilization is called, but you get 3 stone for every building you make, a percentage of it. So the this monk is running around doing what? Okay, so Sheikh is also going for the sacred sites. Of course, he doesn't plan on defending them, but it's just giving your opponent something to be occupied with so that they don't start thinking about attacking your base. In terms of macro, it seems like none of the players are actually planning on going for a fast imp and rather fight in the castle age. The problem is Sheikh lost his mercenaries and units in that early battle, which kind of puts him behind, and that gives fLabber the opportunity to go out on the map and get some map control. And Sheikh has no answer to it. Not yet, at least. Now, of course, early on, Sheikh managed to do some damage to the English. Managed to keep him busy long enough for him to be stable. But the thing is, now if you let the English breathe, it'll become very problematic very quickly. Purely because of the fact that English has a lot of defensive bonuses. So it becomes very hard for you to take fights which they want you to fight, you know. So if they want you to fight under their keep or their tower, then you will be taking a fight which is already kind of not going to be in your favor. So you want to catch them off guard. You want to give them a surprise. Horsemen diving in on the men-at-arms, not the best around. Knights fighting Limitni, horsemen going in for the longbows. And this would have been a cleanup if this keep was not here, and Sheikh might realize this, and he might want to fall back. Else all of his precious units will die under the keep. And with the network of castle, this fight is massively English favored. Has to go back. Sheikh has to go back and come up with some siege of his own. This keep needs to go down if Sheikh intends to win this game. Now in terms of army composition, English doesn't really have the best units, and with the Landsknecht, crossbows, longbows, I think Byzantine is better off. If he fights the battles on his own terms, I think Sheikh will be fine, but he needs to get that trebuchet out of the field ASAP. I mean, he could have deleted this lumber camp and made some room for his siege workshop. That's alright. In the heat of battle, you always tend to make mistakes. fLabber hovering up this stone outcropping as well. We might see another keep being dropped in the front. Another trebuchet will join the battle. There it is, the villagers going out, trying to block Sheikh from the valuable gold and stone outcroppings by putting his keep on every damn gold mine out there. There it is. And imagine if Sheikh had... Okay, Sheikh also has a second TC. He might have spotted this mining camp early on and might have realized that English might be going for a second TC. But that stone was for the keep. So English... I mean, things will get dire for English the longer this game goes. Because of, first of all, having this eco bonus that Byzantine has, and also the second TC. An amazing job spotting the keep. Had the keep gone up, things would have been a bit problematic for Sheikh. Now fLabber, realizing that his cavalry is on this side of the map, chooses to take this fight but does not realize that Sheikh has quite a few numbers defending these trebuchets. fLabber losing 10 bills at this point, and this keep also goes down, which means English will lose the network of castles bonus, and now his ranged units get sandwiched between the cavalry and the longbows, and there it is, the trample comes in, and another emergency keep being dropped on the gold mine, realizing that if he loses this position, fLabber will be in a bit of trouble. The keep goes down right away, even before it goes up. Varangian guards joining the fray. English men-at-arms being shredded by their crossbows, and the Varangian guards acting as meat shield. Sheikh manages to push forward. We might see a keep from the Byzantine here, probably, eating up this gold and producing his cataphracts and Varangian guards. Okay, so at this point, fLabber seems to be banking a lot of gold. Maybe that was from this gold mine, realizing that he will lose access to this. So he chooses to eat up as much as he can. You know, saving for some rainy day. fLabber is smart putting these towers here, but they're not going to be so useful at this point because Sheikh has managed to capture the central gold, and there it is. The Byzantine team comes up with some additional stone left over to put some mangonel emplacements. At this point, English is at a massive disadvantage when it comes to army numbers, and the White Tower will go out any moment now, and if this landmark goes down, there is nothing to save the English base. And there it is, static defenses from the Byzantine. These towers might get the mangonel emplacement, making it very hard for the English to take the fight in this area. Sheikh cutting out a few horsemen to take advantage of the commotion and go for a raid, perhaps. The White Tower goes down. This might be the end of the English reign. fLabber immediately trying to repair this, but might not be successful with 3 trebuchets hammering this. And insufficient wood, something you don't want to see when the enemy is on top of you. Where are his wood villagers? Oh, there it is. There they are. The Sheikh might decide to just go for a landmark snipe, and there it is. fLabber taps out, realizing that this is a lost battle. And that is how you play the Byzantine, friends. GG to both the players, and thank you for the opportunity to let me cast this wonderful game. So let's take a quick break while we wait for them to set up the second round of match 3. Let's see, I'll quickly undeafen myself so that I can hear what's going on in the Discord channel here.
भाई
Hello,
पहले
hello.
दाढ़ी रखा हुआ है।
Yeah? What?
अब स्ट्रीम चल रही है भाई, अभी इंग्लिश में बात कर रहे हो।
नहीं भाई, मैं अब सुन पा रहा हूँ और सब आपको सुन पा रहे हैं। कौन मेरे दाढ़ी की बुराई कर रहा है?
कोई नहीं। नहीं पहले वाली देख रहा था, एक दिन निकली थी, ऑफिस में दिखा रहे थे।
अच्छा, बहुत पहले की। राइट। मूछें रखने लगा है यार पापा से इंस्पायर होके।
सही है, मुझे तो सभी लोग लगता है।
सेकंड मैच में व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक, व्हाट विल शेख प्ले?
मैप कौन सा लेगा वो भी
रूस और मे बी एपिसोड।
बस
जापान खेल सकता है मे बी, लेकिन जापान
नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक ही विल प्ले जापान।
बेस्ट ऑफ 3 में जापान क्यों खेलेगा कोई? यार अच्छा खासा टाइमिंग था यार उसके पास, उसने फ्लावर ने मार दी थी आर्मी सारी वहां पे। उसके बाद चुपचाप पुश कर देना चाहिए था।
मुश्किल होता है आई थिंक, बिकॉज बिजेंटीन घर पे मास कर रहा था। he had enough army to defend, I think, and had he chosen to drop a couple of towers with some mangrove emplacements.
हाँ ये भी है।
The thing is, fLabber did not go for a second TC, and Sheikh might have anticipated that he was going for a second TC because he spotted the mining camp. So that made things even worse because of the failure of not pushing when he had the chance, when fLabber had the chance, because not only is the Byzantine eco strong with the third and fourth system, now he has a second TC to make his eco even stronger. So there was a very small window that fLabber should have attacked in, and he missed that window. We have our expert analyst King Gabbar sitting in the voice channel here. What do you think, Gabbar? He muted himself. He's a bit shy.
I think fLabber could have done better if you have put a second TC.
No, but you are the expert analyst. We want more than could have done better.
That's why I'm not giving my input, because it's just a small game. So experts don't talk about small games.
lol.
All right. I have a message from Gamma, which says, bro. Okay, so Gamma proposes that we keep a 5-minute delay to ensure that there is no scope of any kind of misplay, foul play. Sorry Gamma, अब तो बोल दिया stream पे. Arey bro, it's okay. That's fine. Let's do that. We can go for a 5-minute delay, but I think I'll have to keep my audience occupied for 5 minutes. So what do we do in this 5 minutes?
Strip.
So Gabbar has proposed that he'll be stripping on the stream.
You will be stripping, bro. You will be.
Go for it, Gabbar. Let's have your camera.
अरे भाई ये डिस्कॉर्ड में नहीं देखना है, कम से कम यूट्यूब की स्ट्रीम ही खोल के छोड़ दो अगर डिस्कॉर्ड में देखना है तो।
ब्रो मैंने तो खोली भी है यार यूट्यूब की।
Okay, what do we have? पाइप रनर कौन सा शैम्पू यूज करते हो? सर मेरे को बहुत एक्सपेरिमेंट करना पड़ा है, बहुत एक्सपेरिमेंट करना पड़ा है। क्योंकि जेनेटिक साथ नहीं देते हैं ना, तो यू हैव अ मैसिव प्रॉब्लम विद डैंड्रफ एंड दिस एंड दैट। तो काफ़ी चीज़ों के साथ एक्सपेरिमेंट कर करके खैर okay. हाफिज साहब गायब हैं काफ़ी टाइम से, वेलकम बैक। थोड़े दर्शन इस सर्वर पे भी दिखा दिया कीजिए कभी कभी।
पाइप जानी स्ट्रीमिंग हो रही है?
Yeah, we are live.
जीत द जीब।
सर हाफिज सर। ओके हाफिज सर।
तुम यकीन मत करना, शहरी लाइव चल रहा है।
Okay, I think उनका मैच स्टार्ट हो गया है, but there's a 5-minute delay, so we can wait a bit, I guess. तो भाई नेक्स्ट मैच में बंदों ने क्या सिव लिए? गामा, डू यू हैव एनी क्लू? एनी इनसाइडर इन्फो फॉर अस? व्हिच मैप, व्हिच सिव?
तेरे प्यार में तेरे प्यार में हुआ बार बार जी जी जीते।
Akhenaton, hello, welcome to this server. How are you doing, boy? You mentioned you can't use your mic at this time. Understandable. Grow a beard like Viking also. Brother, the problem is if I grow a beard, I'll have to straighten it. I don't have a straight beard. So what happens is I start looking like a hobo. So that's why I've started opting out for just having a mustache. That's more than enough. There it is. I think the next match has started. So I'll deafen myself. First of all, see you guys in a bit. Welcome everyone. Sheikh playing as the Japanese this time against fLabber's well-known Jean d'Arc. This match is going to be pretty insane. Oh no, they just started the match. I'll have to go back. Bruh moment.
What the hell, man? मैंने बोला था ना भाई जापान खेलेगा. सुनता नहीं है यार, तू शहरी की बातों को कहता है कि बस.
भाई ये थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग होगा मैच if
मुझे पता है शेख की बेस्ट सिप्स कौन सी. अगली गेम एपिसोड एस की अगर ये हार गया तो.
नहीं हारेगा भाई, मुझे पूरा भरोसा है शेख पे. शेख is not going to lose a
This
single match.
is जॉन के फेवर में है ये मैचअप.
Yeah, that's the thing. John के favor में है early on. Like if Sheikh manages to defend, and I know he can defend, he's really good at defending, so I think he'll be fine.
Exactly.
But I mean, Sheikh can also choose to play feudal. You know, Japan all in Onabogesha and Samurai push is also very hard to defend against, especially if you cannot mass a lot of archers. And if you force the French or Jean d'Arc to go for an archer mass, then things are very troubling.
I think इसको फ्रेंच लेना चाहिए था जो इसको. French eco is much better than John.
That is true. But I
वही बात
think
है कि feudal में
given
advantage है John को.
I think given the fact that fLabber is a part-time Dota player, I think going for a hero-based civ feels natural for him. I think that feels natural for him.
Hate for fLabber. Fucking hate for fLabber.
Why is everyone muted in the channel? Avenger, Akhenaton, no one is speaking anything.
गब्बर भी यार बंद करके बैठ गया. गब्बर यार, we miss your voice, dude.
We only miss your voice.
Yeah. गब्बर की बातें, गब्बर का प्यार, गब्बर के इंग्लिश, गब्बर का फ्रेंच. Next level, dude.
Gabbar ka French is very mashhoor. Very mashhoor.
French fast castle.
French fast castle, वो तो मैं भूल ही गया.
हाफिज लिख रहे हैं not my voice, so sad. शेरी आप हाफिज साहब को मिस नहीं कर रहे हो, that's not good.
Oh यार, हाफिज we miss you, dude. Come here in the chat.
अरे ब्रदर, जो दिल में होता है उसको मिस नहीं करते हैं.
हाफिज जानी, आप दिल में भी हो, नीचे भी हो. और बताओ. My all love for you, my हाफिज. आजा वीसी में आजा.
आज तो संडे भी नहीं है, हाफिज क्यों नहीं है यहाँ पे?
इसको इजाजत नहीं मिली होगी बेगम से. बेसिकली इशू ये है. आवाजानी तेरा नाम मैंने डिस्कॉर्ड पे रखा है पंडित नंबर 1। गब्बर गब्बर का प्यार। अबे यूट्यूब पर देख रहा, मोबाइल ससुराल में हूँ। ओ
Oh.
ब्रो, वापसी कब है ससुराल से? थोड़ा हल्का हाथ प्लीज। अभी रखा ही कहाँ है हाफिज मैंने, अभी तो टच किया सिर्फ। Alright, the
Bus
game is
by
going to
bus
start
and
in like 30 seconds.
let's
And
keep
good luck to
the
both.
chat family friendly.
Yeah. Keep the chat clean and sexy. You must maintain the hygiene of the chat, you know, by shaving all the bad things. Taking out. चलो भाई,
Alright,
दर्शन करते
see you
हैं।
guys. And there we go. So we have Sheikh spawning in pretty much in an identical spot like the last game, on the southwest side of the map. While we have fLabber spawning in on the northeast side of the map, playing as Jean d'Arc. So from what I've been told, fLabber is pretty good with this civ. And this time around, I think we have Gorge as our map. So one major woodline, upfront gold, and then you have to go out on the map for resources. I think there is one deer spawn at the back. I'm not entirely sure if that is kind of a mandatory thing in this map. But looking at the spawn, it doesn't look like it is. But for John, having this deer pack really close, it's kind of good, you know. Might actually go for a second TC and put your TC here. But remember, John does not get the same eco bonuses as the French. So you don't have faster villager production. But what you get is consecration, which reduces the food cost of your units, no matter whichever unit it is. I mean, if it's a barracks, it reduces food for... let me just... Can I see the abilities John has? I think I'll only be able to see it after she levels up. Let me just start a poll here. Who will win the second round? Other Sheikh. Yeah. So what's the play here? Nothing out of the ordinary. Sheikh has managed to get 10 sheep, which is good. Quite good. fLabber has 8. As the French, you actually want to have as much food as possible under your TC so that you can keep producing your knights. And when you have managed to box in your opponent in their base, then you go out for your deer or boar or whatever it is. I think this boar is what John will go for first. And maybe this one? I don't know. fLabber doesn't know where the two boars are, so going for this boar might be a bit risky if Japan decides to make some army and for whatever unforeseen reason manages to chase after John, then it's a bit problematic. Sheikh aging up with the Kura storehouse, while fLabber almost finishing up his school of cavalry. The Kura storehouse being placed here means a couple of farms will be blocked, but he will, instead of getting 3 farms, will get a constant supply of wood. I don't know if that stays the same even if you chop the wood and make some space for the farms. I don't know if that resource generation stays constant, but that's immaterial, I guess. In the long run, as long as you have farms under your TC and your TC has been upgraded, which he is doing right now, you get farm bonus. I think your farms become more efficient. Villages harvest rate from farms by 40%. So your food eco becomes crazy insane. First night. Going for the gold, perhaps he'll try to pressure the gold, but Sheikh's impeccable timing already has the tower here, and the scout following the knight, so has ahead of time information about this incoming knight. Now fLabber will try his best to be as annoying as possible, but you know, you're just I mean, both the players will have to invest a bit of APM not to get a villager killed, or in case of fLabber, not to get a at least try to get a villager killed. Has John managed to age up yet? No, she hasn't. She is still a peasant. Again, fLabber trying his best to get some villager kill, but not managing to find any. Perhaps this might be the first one. He spots this, and the first... Oh, insane micro right there. fLabber trying to go for a second charge here, and the villager will live to see another day. What is going on? Why don't these things happen with me in my ranked games? My villagers get pummeled to the ground when I'm playing against French. And Sheikh was sending the injured villager back close to the safety of the TC. And someone else might take his place. Anyway, we might see a couple of spears out on the field just to defend these crucial positions. fLabber now has four knights. Where is John? John is here, not going for the boar. Yeah, not going for the boar. So might take a bit of time to level up. Now the thing that is different when it comes to Jeanne d'Arc compared to the French is the fact that John is pretty effective at there it is. He now realizes he has to go for the boar. So John is very effective at dealing with melee infantry, and melee infantry is what causes your knights to be ineffective. So it's like you have access to archers without having archers. So I think in that regards, I think Jeanne d'Arc has better tempo. 6 villagers here. The thing is, Sheikh probably knows this. And he... Okay, I see. He's going to use his Uma Bannerman, which is... I don't know the stats of the Uma Bannerman, but I think he's very tanky. And he will use the Uma to basically go ahead and harass the villagers. Sheikh also has to realize that as French, they always go out on food. Like they won't go for berries because they are inefficient, and you need a lot of food and gold for your knights. So you can pretty much expect them to go out on the map. The Oma going for a sneaky attack. Shall we see anything going on? Okay, a knight gets skewered. One knight goes down. And John now joining the battle. Sheikh realizing that these spears might not be in the best position fighting around John. And spin to win coming in. Taking this is a good call, fighting under the tower. fLabber losing another knight. fLabber losing a third one. These are very expensive units. Losing them like candy might not be in your best interest. Now Sheikh is fine in his base. He will get these farms slowly. Oh, there it is. Oma going in, doing nothing, shying away from the first kill perhaps. And now fLabber is down to 2 knights, but has now slowly started adding in archers. Is Sheikh aware of this? No, he isn't. So these spears are flying blind. But if they run into the spears, if they run into the archers, then I think Sheikh is already ready with the stable, so should not take a lot of time for him to switch his army. Again, a good call fighting under the tower. He's constantly baiting fLabber to fight under the tower, which is really good. I wouldn't expect nothing more from or rather nothing less from a Conqueror level player, so. And the Uma Bannerman trying to cut off reinforcements just to make things easy for the spears. And I think John goes down. And now it will be a bit of an investment for fLabber to bring John back on the field. fLabber getting pushed back all the way to his base, something you don't want to see for a French player. And now realizing the fact that fLabber has been locked into his base, Sheikh goes out on the map and goes for the deer right away. Exactly what you want to do when you manage to push your enemy into their home base and you know they won't be coming out for a while. Now you see, if you look at the army composition, fLabber is now playing defensively. Now Sheikh has tasted blood and he will try to push again. Again, the fact that you know that French will always try to go for the boar. There it is. No towers. Classic mistake. And at least 2 or 3 villagers will go down here. Sheikh now pushing in on this side. Oh, there it is. Again, a lack of scouting. A lack of scouting. Oh my god. Missing these villagers. Missing death by a couple of inches. And this Oma Bannerman is getting so much value out of the investment. Sheikh is already there. There it is. He is putting down the floating gate. Will go out on the map for relics. And now fLabber's objective will not to be pushing into the Japanese base, but will be to defend relics. So you see, it becomes even more easy for the Japanese to go out on the map and eat all sorts of resources. Now the thing that we want to know the answer to is what kind of army composition does the Japanese go for? Will it be mounted samurai or will it be samurai Onabu geisha? I think it will be mounted samurai because your classic samurais get countered by knights. fLabber is already behind. He has lost 2 villagers. And Jean's eco does not really have any kind of bonuses. Oh, Sheikh losing only one villager so far. Just crazy. While on this side of the map, he has managed to kill 6. I think fLabber might realize that he's not really in a good spot. Again, forcing fLabber to fight under the TC. These villagers. Oh no! It's a bit of a miss micro, and at the same time a bit of a pathing problem. But it's okay. fLabber is way ahead in, or at least kind of ahead in eco. John fighting under the TC, another classic mistake. These 3 villagers might have to make a run for their life. The first mounted samurai is out on the field, but chooses not to take this fight. Okay. Now fLabber has realized that his opponent has just aged up and might not have the army to defend himself, steps on the gas, produces a lot of archers, produced from 2 archery ranges, knights also joining from 2 stables. And now Sheikh might not have the units to defend this push. 10 knights, that's quite a lot. And 20 archers, that means your spears won't be able to make it into the kill zone. Things are looking a bit dire for Sheikh. What's the plan here? If he had a couple of units cutting off reinforcements here, I think would have been better for him. Might have been easier for him to stabilize himself. Okay, now fLabber being tunnel visioned here, using his army to torch down the floating gate, while Sheikh, realizing that his opponent is busy here, goes for the secondary gold and also starts getting relic nonetheless. The first Yorishiro being sent to the stable. The only thing that can save Sheikh right now are mounted samurais. That's the only thing that can deal with this army, and he knows it. Wait, what? Oh, this stable already had a Yorishiro. Sheikh now has 5 mounted samurai. And mounted samurais are 3rd age units, so it's not like you can just fight them with your feudal knights. But the fight is still not going in his favor. Veteran spearmen surrounding John. John goes down. And I think perhaps there are 3 knights, okay, 4 knights remaining. But most of the problematic troops have been cleared out, only archers remain. So if you're only dealing with archers, mountain samurais should be fine. In terms of losses, I think Sheikh has managed to kill 6 and fLabber has managed to kill 8. And fLabber is ahead in military numbers now. Sheikh, carefully spotting out what's going on this side of the map, sees that the archers are building rams. And there it is, the samurai is cutting off reinforcements. Sheikh has to be really careful not to take the fight until he knows for sure he'll win this, because if he loses this, there will be no coming back. The knights dive the woodline, the villagers running for their lives. Spear sitting right under the TC to take down any kind of a night raid. Again, fLabber forcing his opponent to fight under the TC. This is not your normal TC. This is a daimyo banner. And the 2 samurais cutting off reinforcements here. Has managed to slow down the push a bit. Might have been able to slow down the inevitable. Sheikh fighting the battle, 5 against 33. But bear in mind, these are archers mostly. So if Sheikh manages to mass up a lot of mounted samurai, I think he will be okay. The question is, will he be able to do that? His food eco is stagnant. But he has 24 builds somewhere. Are they here? They're here. They're on berries. Perhaps they could have gone for something more efficient. Could have gone for a deer? A boar maybe? Sheikh is on a timer now. And he knows that. No sign of an age up for fLabber. Sheikh again going for a reinforcement cutoff. But this army is something you just cannot take lightly. And there it is. Sheikh taps out. It's quite unfortunate. It seemed like he was winning, but Yes, he took one bad fight and he lost it. That's okay. We have a third one coming in anytime now. I'll undeafen myself so that we can have some expert commentary.
इतना खराब खेला भाई, उसके बाद इतना अच्छा खेला।
स्टार्टिंग बहुत अच्छी की शेख ने, ठीक है,
बहुत
फिर उसके बाद उसको पता नहीं क्या करना है, तो वहीं पे जीजे हो गया।
Okay.
आर्मी बनाना था बस, और कुछ नहीं।
भाई
स्पीयर प्लस हॉर्समैन
I think
ओनली।
जो फाइट शेख ने लिया, I think वो जज थोड़ा गलत कर दिया उसने.
आई थिंक वो नहीं लेनी चाहिए थी, माउंटेड समुराई और होने चाहिए थे।
If he had a few more units, I think the fight would have been very different. But it's okay.
लेकिन ये है कि फ्लैबर डिस्पाइट बीइंग हरास हुआ है और उसको पता था कि अब ये रोला हो गया मेरे लिए, फिर भी उसने पुल ऑफ अच्छा किया वहां से।
मैं तो
लेकिन
जीजी
फ्लैबर
कर
को वहां पे
देता यार।
गोल्ड पे जाना चाहिए था, गेम पहले में कहा सेकंड गोल्ड डिनाई करके वहां पे खत्म।
नहीं, पर बहुत सही खेला भाई उसने।
हाँ खेला अच्छा, ही प्लेड गुड।
कौन? fLabber?
हाँ
हाँ फ्लैबर टेम्परामेंट उसने लूज नहीं किया अपना गेम में। शेख पैनिक कर गया मुझे लग रहा।
I
थोड़ा
think
सा।
वो एजअप मतलब उसने
हम्म,
वो सही किया कि उसको पुशबैक करके उसने एजअप किया, बट आई थिंक वो थोड़ा सा एजअप करने से पहले थोड़ी और आर्मी बना के रखता इन केस अगर पुशबैक आ जाए. टाइमिंग थोड़ा
यार
आई
वो
थिंक.
तो वो तो ठीक है, लेकिन वो यूरिशुरु उसने एक यूरिशुरु के साथ उसको 2 स्टेबल या तो डालना चाहिए था, या तो सीधा उसको उस पे चला जाना था समुराई और समुराई के ऊपर, क्योंकि फिर वहां पे जॉन भी है। स्पीयर एक यूजलेस है, बहुत ज्यादा यूजलेस हो गया था। 25 आर्चर हैं उसके पास, ठीक है ना, फिर उसके पास जॉन है। आपको लगता है आप स्पीयर मार पाओगे उसका इतनी इजीली? ठीक है,
फेयर पॉइंट,
आप
फेयर
उसको
पॉइंट.
उड़ा दोगे एक सेकंड में विद द जॉन जॉन एबिलिटीज। ठीक है, वो एक जो मारती है सी या पता नहीं क्या है वो, एक पंप सा।
क्यों?
हाँ क्यों, तो उसके साथ तो वो वैसी स्पीयर की लाइफ ले जाती है। ठीक है,
वही तो दिक्कत होती है इसके जॉन के खिलाफ, क्योंकि वो स्पेयर तुम बनाओगे ना स्टार्टिंग में, यही जब एक दो नाइट होते हैं ना, और फिर
ऐसा ही है।
वो आ जाती है तो फिर स्पेयर मार देती है, और फिर वहां से जो स्नोबॉल होता है ना गेम,
हम्म।
फिर ज्यादा कुछ कर नहीं सकते। लेकिन
शेख
यहाँ पे तो
शेख वाज डूइंग
जो
द
भाई डिफेंड किया है ना उसने
एक
शेख
बहुत
ने
अच्छा
भाई
डिफेंड
स्टार्टिंग
करा।
में, मतलब वो गेम जीजी था वहां पे। मतलब फ्यूडल ही फाइट कर लेना चाहिए था, स्पेयर लेके चला जाता बेस में, मार देता
शेख
ऐसे
ने
ही सब कुछ।
माइक्रो इतना सही किया, विलेजर एक भी लूज नहीं किया, और भाई हर फाइट उसने टावर या टीसी के नीचे ली है, जो कि काफी काफी स्मार्ट प्ले था. बट कोई बात नहीं, बड़े बड़े गेम में छोटी छोटी बातें हो जाती हैं.
ये तो है। अब
लेकिन भाई बहुत सही टर्न अराउंड हुआ है मैच, मतलब बहुत कम देखने को मिलता है ऐसा। जिस सिचुएशन से निकाल रहा है फ्लावर।
यार उसको फ्यूडल में फायदा है ना फ्रेंच को, वो उस जॉन को, उसका नाइट सस्ता है, ठीक है, उसका आर्चर सस्ता है, ठीक है, वो सस्ता कर लेगा ठीक है ना, वो जो एबिलिटी है जॉन की यूज करके टीसी सस्ता कर लेगा, तो उसको फायदा है एक तरह का जॉन को। यही अगर ये फ्रेंच होता ना, तो फ्रेंच ये आर्मी सस्टेन ना कर पाता दोबारा इतनी इजीली। लेकिन इसने एक और अच्छी चीज भी की है कि नाइट नंबर इसने जो है ना वो नॉर्मल रखे हैं, ज्यादा नहीं बढ़ाए। बाकी 3 आर्चरी या 2 आर्चरी डाली हैं इसने, और सिर्फ हाउस ऑफ से ही बनाए, कैवेलरी स्कूल से बनाए हैं इसने नाइट्स। इंटरेस्टिंग। अब ये एबिसोड मिरर होगा, मुझे क्यों लग रहा है ये एबिसोड मिरर होगा। और हाँ, और जहाँ तक मुझे लग रहा है या तो एबिसोड मिरर है, या ही विल प्ले फ्रेंच एंड बैम्बूजल द एबिसोड। बट वही बात है कि उसमें ऑल इन करना पड़ेगा उसको, फ्रेंच को।
फ्रेंच चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स इज वेरी गुड अगेंस्ट अबासिड।
अबासिड 3 टीसी।
स्केल कर देगा। फ्यूडल ऑल इन।
हाँ फ्यूडल ऑल इन में तो इट इज गुड, बट यार उसके 3 टीसी इकट्ठे लगे होते हैं, वो मरता नहीं है ना जो।
अरे मर जाएगा भाई, फूड फूड खत्म हो जाएगा।
पूछ के आता हूँ।
Ah.
I told you क्या मैचअप होगा।
क्या एबेसिड मिरर है?
जी, इन दोनों ने सिर्फ भेज दी है मुझे अपनी, और एबिसिड मिरर है। ओ बहनचोद,
चलो मजा आएगा।
मैंने तुम्हें बताया था कि ये होगा।
Alright, boys. We will see who is the better player with an Abbasid mirror coming in. Now, no one will be able to give the excuse that your Civ was better. It's purely a skill diff.
शरी भाई कितने टीसी देखने को मिलेंगे हमें? 5 6?
Probably 2 TC from Sheikh, I think, maybe. fLabber will go 2 TC too, जहाँ तक मुझे लग रहा है। I think this game might scale into late game too, but Sheikh का जो play style है वो यही है कि he plays 2 TC with Castle maybe. जहाँ तक fLabber है, fLabber का कोई idea नहीं है मुझे। He used to play like 3 TC in team games, but in solos can't say nothing. ये वंडर तो नहीं डालने के चक्करों में रुको, मैं पूछ देख के हूँ। मैं चौदह
भाई 5 minute delay might be a bit too much. थोड़ा कम करना चाहिए एक्चुअली. Rain, yesterday I was playing Frostpunk यार, काफी आगे तक खेला मैं, बड़ा मजा आया।
हाँ अच्छा गेम।
उसमें जो चॉइस होता है ना, वो डिक्टेटरशिप वर्सेस रिलीजियस वाला जो स्प्लिट होता है, वो बड़ा अच्छा है एक्चुअली गेम का मैकेनिक। ऐसा 16 RTS और भी होंगे यार, आई थिंक ढूंढना पड़ेगा थोड़ा।
वो तो आरटीएस में नहीं आता, वो तो मैनेजमेंट गेम है।
सिटी बिल्डर है हाँ।
फ्रॉस्टपंक 2 खेला या 1?
1 खेला हूँ, 2 इज इन माय लाइब्रेरी। 1 खेल के फिर 2 खेलूंगा।
2 क्रेजी है भाई, मैंने 8 घंटा लाइक लगातार खेल के खत्म कर दिया।
लगातार
कैंपेन था वो, रात भर खेला मैं
सही है भाई।
एक बार शुरू होता है फिर खत्म ही नहीं होता
भाई, लेकिन क्रेजी उसमें और क्रेजी स्टोरी है भाई। उसमें वोटिंग करानी पड़ती है, फेल हो जाते हैं कभी कभी, लॉ काउंसिल में फेल हो जाते हैं।
ओ भाई अच्छा, ये तो भाई और इंसेन बना दिया उन्होंने।
उसमें
थोड़ा पता है उसको, फ्रॉस्टपंक 1 को जूम आउट कर दिया उन्होंने 2 में।
ये तो सुना था मैंने।
सब कुछ बड़ा कर दिया है, मतलब थोड़ा ग्रासरूट्स लेवल से हटा के थोड़ा ऊपर लेवल पे, मैनेजमेंट लेवल पे ले आए हैं।
मुझे
क्रोनोलॉजिकली लेकिन फॉलो करता है वो।
मुझे बड़ा दिक्कत होता है फूड में, लेट में जब हो जाता है ना, जब स्टॉर्म आने वाला होता है, तो फूड का मुझे बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है। फूड
कौन सी डिफिकल्टी पे खेल रहा है तू?
कौन सा? ये तो देखा नहीं मैंने।
नॉर्मल होगा।
हाँ नॉर्मल ही होगा मोस्ट लाइकली।
चाइल्ड लेवल लगाया था?
नहीं
तभी दिक्कत हो रही है।
एक्सटेंडेड शिफ्ट लगाया था, उसके बाद नहीं सॉरी, इमरजेंसी शिफ्ट लगाया था, फिर एक्सटेंडेड शिफ्ट लिया, फिर चाइल्ड अप्रेंटिस लिया था मैंने, तो चाइल्ड अप्रेंटिस करके वो इंजीनियर वाला खोल लिया मैंने। मैच स्टार्ट हो गया क्या? लेट्स सी
चलो
कितना
भाई
देर वेट
मैच
करना है।
स्टार्ट हो चुका है। इट विल बी अ वंडर गेम बॉयज, लेट मी टेल यू।
वंडर
मैप
गेम तो
लिपनी
नहीं
है।
होगा भाई। Sheikh knows the ins and outs of Abbasid. If there is one guy who can crack Abbasid, it's Sheikh.
Hmm.
1 minute delay. The game has already started and we were talking. चलो फ्रेंच हो जाए गेम 3। गेम 3 फ्रेंच नहीं है, एबिसिड मिरर है। जतिन कौन से गेम की बात कर रहा है? हाँ भाई, that is what we were saying। शेख को एज नहीं करना चाहिए था।
ऐसा ही है।
अरे पर देखो
एटलीस्ट उसके गोल्ड। ओके गाइस, आई विल सी यू लेटर।
उस टाइम पे लग नहीं रहा था कि एज नहीं करना चाहिए था, ऐसा कुछ था नहीं, पूरा गेम वो था।
All right, welcome back everyone. This is your host Pipe Runner, joining you today from Oslo in our third round of match 3. So we have an interesting matchup this time around. We have Sheikh playing as the Abbasid dynasty and fLabber also playing as the Abbasid dynasty. So we have a Abbasid mirror. So this game is going to be a pure skill diff. Whoever wins clearly is the better player. And Jatin making a very valid point here. In Abbasid Mirror, I don't think it's going to be easy playing against Sheikh, because Abbasid is his specialty. So I'm guessing he also knows how to play against the Abbasid, you know. So since the Abbasid rely on berry early on, their scouts can travel longer and further. So that's why we see sheep sniping from behind the base, behind the enemy lines. Sheikh going for an interesting scouting route. Might actually be retracing the path of the enemy scout. Might lose out on a couple of sheep here and there. So far Sheikh has 5 sheep and fLabber has 6. And now Sheikh spots the enemy scout and knows that, oops, no sheep this side of the map, so better go on the other side. And now both the scouts going for the same direction. But actually, okay, fLabber realizing that, oops, I've been following the scout for a while now. Still chooses to go in the same direction. What's the plan here? What is fLabber doing? Okay, finally realizing what's going on for a bit. Sheikh clearly taking the lead in sheep. Or maybe not. Sheikh has 8 will get the 9th one. And fLabber has 7 and will get the 8th one. So I think it's even Steven for both of them. Shaikh aging up with the Eco Wing, while the opponent also, or fLabber also aging up with the Eco Wing. So question is, how many TCs do we go for? And the answer is yes. Now, will either of these players know what the enemy is aging up with? fLabber's scout is way behind his own base, so won't be here anytime soon. But Shaikh immediately running into the enemy base to find out what is the opponent aging up with.
الفارس مستعد. أعبر راكبا.
Shaikh getting the confirmation he needed, knowing the fact that the opponent is also going for an Eco Wing. Now the question becomes, who can boom better? Will Shaikh choose to go for a 2TC all-in, or choose to outboom the opponent? Could be interesting. Let's see what these players cook up. fLabber going around the map again, trying to finish his scouting, get his medal for the cartographer. Shaikh circling around the base, trying to find out spots where the Abbasid might try to put down his TC. This is a very viable spot. If he can push this tier close to the side, then he gets the woodline, the gold, and the berry. Some other viable choices could be here, behind, here, this side, maybe. Might be a bit problematic to defend though, because of this woodline. Now fLabber also knows that Shaikh is going for the Eco Wing and can anticipate at least one more TC. Shaikh still mining, so this seems like a 3TC play. fLabber hasn't managed to put down his first TC yet. Will be a bit behind in village account. Now, I hope both the players have taken fresh food stuff. Okay, fLabber straight away going for the 3TC play here. Managed to get all the stone he needed in one go. Shaikh now putting down his third TC as well. fLabber rushing it with all villages. I don't think okay, just leaving 5 villages on food and everyone else is building TCs. He really wants this TC operational, like yesterday. Now Shaikh still on stone. We might see a third TC, I mean a fourth TC here. Did he scout the 2 TCs? No. And fLabber is just going for the 3. So Shaikh will obviously have a better time with his 4 TC play here. Clearing some space for the TC. Okay. I'll take it. So Shaikh on a 4 TC play while fLabber on a 3 TC play. Now the question is, did Shaikh actually know about? Okay, he's just running. Okay, there it is. Maybe Shaikh was pretty confident that even if fLabber goes for a 2 TC play and Shaikh goes for a 4, he will be able to defend it. Maybe that is why he went for the 4 TC without scouting the 3 that the opponent was going for. Kind of curious if Shaikh would have been able to defend if fLabber went for a 2 TC all in. Now fLabber is in for a surprise. And the 4th TC might be a bit too late now. But better late than never. So 4th TC might come in here, perhaps. That seems like the best spot for the TC. This TC is not really securing this berry patch though. Going for a safe gold. Now Sheikh is unaware of this 4th TC being dropped. Might be able to spot it in the fog of war. Now at this point, Sheikh's villager breakdown looks like some sort of units might be on the field. So he has 1030, which could indicate horsemen. He's going for archers. Should have more on wood, maybe? And now Sheikh spots the 4th TC, but I don't know if he realizes that this 4th TC was a bit late. It's okay, we already see a villager diff, and this diff will stay constant if both villages manage to keep their TCs operational. The 2 archery ranges not producing any more units, he's just sending 2 archers to harass. Where are they going? Going all the way back. There's nothing there. Nothing left to harass. More houses. Trying to get that sweet golden age tier 1. Not sure if it's already tier 1. It's unfortunate that the game does not show us. But let's see how things are here. We seem to be connected. Sheikh going around the map, looking for something to attack.
يعجبني ذلك. لدي مهمة.
These two archers didn't manage to find anything, so they are coming back. Might try to harass the gold now. Enemy scout looking for something. fLabber notices this blacksmith, might realize that there is a push coming. Who knows? Wait, now switching for an infantry composition all the way. Where are... Okay. Alright. Yep. I mean, if your opponent is not really pushing, makes sense to go out forward, out on the map for resources. Nothing's really happening in this game right now. I'd see something going on. This ram seems more of a diversion, less of a commitment. Of course, the villagers will run out and immediately torch it down, so. Oh, the stone. And of course, Sheikh is already there, aging up with a military wing, while fLabber going for a culture wing. Culture wing might indicate that he might try to go fast imp. While Sheikh going for the military wing might suggest that he is looking to commit. See, Ghulam's being queued right away. And the ram is already ready. Sheikh did not see the horseman being queued, so he has been caught off guard now. Is this for a keep? Perhaps this is for a keep. a wall being thrown down on the right side of the map. Right thing to do. These horsemen won't be able to do much with camels and the ghulams. And now we also see camel archers. The right counter for the army that fLabber is producing. Moss being dropped. The right call here. Keep your opponent busy while you start picking up relics. fLabber dropping down an emergency wall. Might be a bit too late though. fLabber judging the fight incorrectly. Sure, he has more numbers, but these units mean business. They are not there for a picnic. They are there to take down your TC, take out your villages. Now, in terms of military combination, composition, fLabber is going for a camel archer horseman combo, which is pretty certified combination. And Sheikh seems to be experimenting a bit of mixed in everything here. Ghulams, archers, camel archers. These camel archers are pretty effective against armored units because of their high damage. They sure don't have bonus against armor, but their base damage is a bit too high. So I don't know how sitting on a camel increases your damage, but there it is. That's how we roll. The horsemen tanking a lot of damage, acting as a meat shield, but you need to keep in mind that these horsemen are not cheap. They are food heavy units, and so is the camel archer. While Sheikh's army is very cost effective, ghulams can soak in a lot of damage, can deal a lot of damage against horsemen, while the camel archers will deal with whatever's left. So this fight should be like, if fLabber loses this fight, it will be because of his inefficient army in terms of the investment to the utility they offer in the battlefield. And there it is. 8 villages going down already. A couple of a couple of crossbows, but too little too late. These camels go out looking for some kind of a kill here. Might spot this. Oh, right on time, right on time. And these units will stay under this TC for as long as they want. This keep getting denied is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Now the ram that was built in the feudal age comes to life. Sheikh going into the enemy base for raids, and you might actually see... Okay, there it is. The relic gets picked up. Sheikh might even decide to go further out on the map, realizing that... and there it is. fLabber taps out. As you would expect from a Master Abbasid player, Sheikh does not disappoint at all. And match 3, Sheikh takes home the prize. Let's go to the channel for some expert commentary.
Sheikh versus Mahir Ali.
Welcome boys, welcome back.
पाइप तेरी ख्वाहिश पूरी हो गई है.
Yes, अब मैं शेख को फ्रेंड लिस्ट में रख सकता हूँ.
ठीक है.
शेख ने अपनी जगह इस सर्वर पे सॉलिडिफाई कर लिया.
नाइस.
आओ जी.
Alright guys, that is all for today. I don't think we have...
No. We have another match, I think.
We have another match.
It's Rain versus Baltoro.
Okay.
चलिए अपना रेन वॉचर भेजेगा.